Welcome back, everybody. And I just want to share with you guys that Google failed me. And let me tell you why. So, about 45 days ago, my dad passed, right? And tough. Anybody who's going through it or been through it, my heart goes out to you. You know, condolences. I actually know what that means now. It's not just something you say in passing, it's something that you actually feel. But let me tell you why Google failed me. I typed in Google, how long does it take to grieve or to be done grieving? And Google is going to tell me that there's no timeline for grieving. It's highly individual process that can last for months, years, or even a lifetime. I'm not happy with that answer. You know, I was expecting something better, or maybe I just wanted to read something better, like, oh, 6 months you'll be fine, but that is not the case. Or 30 days you'll be fine, or 2 months you'll be fine, but it's not the case, obviously. I guess it's like really no time stamp for heartache or heartbreak. You know, it's just, it's just rough all around. Shoot. When his mother, my grandmother, passed, I felt like I was broken for years. But I'm finding ways, or at least I think I'm finding ways to overcome it. And one of them is this video and this small video series that I'm doing just to get this out there and hopefully help somebody else that's going through the process. I've noticed that it helps me to help others. So I make this video as not only to help myself, but hopefully somebody that's going through the process can relate to it and they find strength in it and they can grow from this, because it is challenging. You know, it's challenging. I can remember saying, like, sorry for your loss in passing to folks who experience loss, but now, you know, it's a whole lot different, you know, being older now and really just going through the process, and it being someone that's close and so near and dear, it hits different. And one of the things too I like to do is I like to bring it back to a positive. I've shared a story about how my dad teased us about our dogs, but he had our dog's birthday in his notebook to keep track of and to reach out, I guess, to say happy birthday to our dogs. Didn't know he did that, so that was really, really cool. Another thing that I think about is his growth as a person, because my dad has had 6 children, and I'm the oldest. And being the oldest, I got to see him as a parent and see him get better and better as a parent. And as a grandparent, man, when I think about how he was as a grandparent, I was like, man, I got big shoes to fill, because he was incredible. Like, he was so impactful in my girls' lives. And that's the type of grandparent I aspire to be. So things like that bring me comfort and kind of propel me, because I feel like I got to step my game up. I got big shoes to fill as that's concerned. Another thing that I like to think about is like giving him his flowers. I remember one thing, and I think I told this story at his funeral. When I used to have rough times or I needed to talk to him to get that calm, he would always say to me, and this was his biggest flex, he would say, if I was having an emotional moment, or I was kind of like talking crazy, or just in a space where I'm just probably venting and saying stuff I wouldn't normally say or do, he would say, sound like you need to go to counseling, son. That was his biggest flex. Yeah, son, I went to counseling for years. You should think about going to counseling. He will always circle back to that. So when I have those moments, or I have these thoughts where I'm angry about something, it could be something that's not even a big deal. Something with my girls. It's always usually about my girls. That's really like the only thing that could really rattle me, you know, my children or my spouse. But he would say, yeah, son, you need to talk to somebody. You need to go to counseling. I've been to counseling for years, and I could just hear his voice saying that to me. Like, you need to go talk to somebody. So that's one of those things where it brings me back down, um, bring me back down to reality, gives me my cool, composed, calm demeanor back when I just think about that. Because that's what he would say to me. If I'm charged up about something, I would say, hey dad, XYZ happened. He would listen, he would ask questions, and then he will always circle back to, you need to talk to somebody, son. You need to talk to somebody, you need to get some counseling. And it's funny because I think counseling is like, it's healthy, and that was his biggest flex. And that's credit to him, like doing the work and being able to do it for years and stand on that, and have other people know that it's important to go get that help or go talk to somebody. And it's not a weakness, but it's a strength to say like, hey, I need some help, or this and this is going, this is how I'm feeling. That's healthy, that's strength, and credit to him for that. For getting that help and talking to somebody. And that's something I, aspire to do more of. For me, it was always hard to open up and to talk to people because I felt like I was complaining. Like I didn't want to be a complainer. Even now, I feel like I complain way less than I did prior to my dad passing. Because I feel like life isn't long enough. I feel like other people have it worse. But I think healthy discussion is a place for it. So if you feeling challenged, or if you relate, or you see things through the lens that I do, like you don't want to be complaining, or you don't want to be negative or take anything for granted, or somebody got it worse, I think it's a healthy space to have a discussion when you need it. Just complaining about the weather and things like that, that's a waste of time. So the weather gonna do what the weather want to do. So I think stuff like that is a waste of time. But I think it's really a healthy place for having discussions, or doing a video, just getting those thoughts and feelings out and off your chest, off your heart, and sharing it with other folks, and getting guidance from people who can be helpful in that area of life. But yeah, I just had that on my heart, and just wanted to share that with you guys. So if anyone out there that's going through, anyone out there that's grieving, going through this process, I just pray that you come out the other side. And I pray that you use this moment in your life to fuel you. I found that life is not long enough to waste time bickering over trivial things. So I pray that you use this to fuel you in whatever area of your life you deem is necessary. So I just wanted to send that out to you guys. I'm praying for you. I feel you, and I pray that you come out the other side. Have a great rest of your day, guys.